Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Mṛtyusaṃsārasāgarāt Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva manusandadhami Bhagavad Gita bhavadveshinim. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Arjuna. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the 12th Adhyay, Bhakti Yoga, and Sri Krishna is very compassionately explaining the doubts, taking away the doubts of Arjuna and replying to his query as to who is the better yogi, who is a greater yogi, the one who worships the formless or one who worships the form. And while Sri Krishna said that one who worships the form, yes, is a great yogi, but even one who worships formless, one who worships the unmanifest aspect of me, even he comes to me. But then Krishna has cautioned. Krishna has said, very frankly, he has said that this path is extremely difficult for the embodied. The moment the Jivatman gets captured in this body, takes birth and starts the spiritual journey again, it becomes extremely difficult for that embodied soul to straightway start worshipping Lord in the formless aspect. He needs some solid thing in front of him to start with. And then Sri Krishna says that it is extremely difficult. But you can come to me. And Sri Krishna also has shown us the way how we can start worshipping the Lord in either of these two aspects. Krishna, in the last verse that we read, Krishna had told us that Ye tu sarvani karmani mayi sanyasya matparaha. Sarvani karmani sanyasa mayi matparaha. You dedicate everything, all your actions. You surrender all your actions, you renounce all your actions, your activities, your projects, your tasks, your works. You assign them to me. They are my work. It is not your work. You are just an instrument. You realize this fact. You get to that mode of understanding that you are just an executor of that action which Lord wants you to perform. So renounce that action unto me. Ye to sarvani, all actions, not just one or two. Sarvani karmani. Mayi sanyasya matparaha. Dedicate them, all the things to me. And then, ananyena yogena. Ananyena eva yogena. With the attitude, with the yoga of ananyena. With no other thought, that single-pointedness, single-minded worship. Mam dhyayanta upasate. Those who meditate upon me, worshipping me like this, what happens of them? Now that Sri Krishna is going to tell us in the 7th Shloka that we are going to read today. So what happens to those that ananyena yogena mam dhyayanta upasate? Ye tu sarvani karmani mayi sanyasya matparaha ananyena yogena mam dhyayanta upasate. What happens to such worshippers? Sri Krishna says teṣāmahaṃ samuddhartā mṛtyusaṃsārasāgarāt bhavāmi nacirātpārtha mayyāveśitacetasām. Such beings, such aspirants, such devotees who single-mindedly keep on worshipping me, meditating upon me, whether with form or without form, what happens to them? teṣāmahaṃ samuddhartā mṛtyusaṃsārasāgarāt. From the mṛtyusaṃsārasāgarāt, from the ocean of mortal samsara, this ocean of life and death, going and coming and going and coming and coming and going and coming and going, this endless cycle of birth and death, I deliver them freedom. teṣāmahaṃ samuddhartā, I am savior. I am savior for those from this tumultuous ocean of birth and death, mṛtyusaṃsārasāgarāt, of this mortal world, of this mortal universe, of this mortal creation. I am the savior. Bhavāmi nacirātpārtha. I become very soon. Nacirat. I don't take time. I don't delay. Bhavāmi nacirātpārtha. O Partha, O Arjuna, I don't delay. I immediately give them deliverance. Mayyāveśitacetasām. Those whose minds are set on me. mayyāveśitacetasām. Those whose minds are set on me with a single-minded devotion. I am the deliverer of them from this traumatic ocean of birth and death, from this mortal samsara, this ocean of mortal samsara. So that is Krishna's promise to Arjuna, Krishna's word to Arjuna that he is giving, that just leave everything to me. Don't get bothered. Give up that ownership. I am the doer, I am doing this thing, I am doing that thing. Give up that feeling of ownership. Just mayi sanyasya matparaha, renounce everything to me and focusing on me. Mayyāveśitacetasām. Your entire chetana, your entire chetasa, you merge in me. Mayyāveśitacetasām. You merge your chetasa in me with that single pointed devotion, and I will deliver you out of this mortal samsara. I am relieving you from that. There is no more birth and death then. You are just in that beautiful state of nirvana, of the moksha, of the mukti. So this is a great assurance that Sri Krishna has given us in this 7th shloka of how a devotee can actually get out of this rigmarole, get out of this repeated cycles of birth and death, birth and death, birth and death. And Sri Krishna says, I am the deliverer. He says, samuddhartā, I am the deliverer. I am setting you free from this. I am setting you free from this mṛtyusaṃsārasāgarāt. What else do you want? That is the great assurance that Krishna has given to Arjuna, Krishna has given to us. The ignorant man who segregates himself from the whole, which is Brahman, invites complication and trouble to his earthly career. The moment under that veil of ignorance, under that veil of maya, we start thinking ourselves to be someone great, apart, away from that great Lord, that great the avyaya, the akshara, the nirakara aspect of the Lord. The moment we start belittle ourselves being in this embodied body, we create a great barrier between our source, between origin and who we really are. And that is where all the problems start. So Krishna says, just give up that attitude. You renounce everything in my name. You give everything to me and start doing your duties. But on the other hand, He who attunes his personal life to the cosmic functioning, which is the sport of Ishvara, gains a Shreyas. Then, the moment one starts thinking oneness with the Lord, there is the shift from the position of being preyas to Shreyas. And once this shift happens, then God himself takes us with hand and says, come my child, come out of this cycle of birth and death. Come, get out of this ocean of mortal universe. Get out of this mṛtyusaṃsārasāgarāt. The Lord himself takes us by hand and lifts us up and gets into plenitude supremely above the wheel of birth and death. So that is the assurance that Krishna is giving us in this 7th shloka, that he is the deliverer. teṣāmahaṃ samuddhartā. There is no one else who is coming to relieve us. Lord himself is there. No, we don't need anyone else. Lord himself is the deliverer from this mortal universe of birth and death. And what Sri Ramakrishna says on this teaching of Sri Krishna, Sri Ramakrishna's quote, he's teaching to his disciples. There are harbingers of the attainment of Godhood. The moment a person starts going towards Godhood, the moment an aspirant, the moment a devotee starts progressing on the path of devotion, going towards God, there are some telltale signs, there are some harbingers. And he in whom Bhakti is surging with fervor has already come to the threshold of divinity. The devotee, the aspirant in whom Bhakti is at its most predominant state. Bhakti is the surging with fervor. For such a bhakta, for such an aspirant, there is no delay in getting into that state of divinity. Know it for certain that he will very soon get into the union with Ishvara. The moment that fervor of devotion, the moment that bhakti, it starts, setting free from his attitude, from his mind. When there are signs, telltale signs of that devotion, they are springing up in that aspirant. Know for sure, Sri Ramakrishna says, that very soon that person is going to get united with the Lord. And like Sri Krishna said, the moment a person starts worshipping me with that single-minded devotion, he starts giving up all his ownership of the work that he is doing, renouncing all the works to me. When he focuses his mind entirely on me, considering me to be the ultimate supreme, I don't delay. I just come and take him out of this mṛtyusaṃsārasāgarāt. So that was wonderful teaching and the assurance and the confidence that Sri Krishna has built up in Arjuna and among the devotees, that yes, that we too have a chance. We too have a chance of Krishna coming and giving us a hand. Come my child, I am there, now come to me. With that, we complete today's reading of the 7th shloka of the Bhakti Yoga, the Yoga of Devotion. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Maha. Jai Swami.